Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, ba-dum-bum-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Wrestle AM. It's half morning show, half wrestling show, all BS. I am the huge one kid idiot Dave Koco from Wrestle AM, this very podcast on YouTube, KocoSports, and Twitch. And joining me is a raccoon, SidsLight from everywhere. Just at SidsLight, Twitch, bam, he's there. At SidsLight, YouTube, bam, he's there. At SidsLight, Twitter, bam, he's there. At SidsLight, Grinder, bam, he's there. He's there.
No, I don't know about that one.
You're like, I haven't gone into it. Is it too political?
I don't think I've got that one.
You're like, you're not. All right, welcome.
Well, wait. You know what Grinder is, right?
I think I could be mistaking, but I think it's like a gay app.
Yes, the gay dating app, the gay hookup app.
Got it. I've never used a dating app. When you're as good looking as me,
off the hand know what Grinder is, huh?
Oh, because I don't know, people on the social media. It took me forever to find out what, because like I live in America, so people think like this stuff I know. I mean, I'm sorry, I live in Japan, but people in America think I know this stuff.
Doxed himself.
I did. I doxed myself. I'm on the other side of the planet. But no, I live in Japan. And like people on Twitch and YouTube will like, they'll reference something and they're like, ha ha ha, but it doesn't mean anything. Like it took me forever to figure out what Blue Chew was. They're like, Koco needs Blue Chew. I'm like, dude, whatever. You will take a Blue Chew sponsorship? I'm like, I don't even know what it is. I probably would though. I would. Speaking of selling out, which called Wrestle AM is proudly brought to you, but no, I'm just kidding. Let's talk about stories that almost made it. Today was a rough week to get that seventh thing. One story, I kid you not, I went to my Twitter machine. Well, this is a story that did not make the cut. Let's just talk about what did not make the cut. 5'10" referee. He's not that short. The wrestlers are that tall. That was a story on my Twitter machine. Brock Lesnar is coming back and over at WrestleMania. You know what? Here's about selling out. I was going to put Brock Lesnar in WrestleMania just for the clicks and views. I did not have a strong opinion at all. And SidsLight didn't have a strong opinion. He's like, dude, why are we talking about Brock Lesnar? And I'm like, the clicks, man. You got to sell out for the clicks. And you're like, you're disgusting. You're the voice. You're the genuine voice.
He's the sellout.
Seth Rollins got hurt, but outside of, I hope you recover. That segment's over. That segment's over. Bam. So there you go. So anyway, I'm a little bit cranky. My bike is broken and I live up on a giant mountain. So I have to go to work extra early. And it's like, get it ready. Walk down there. Do you know what it's like to, I feel like I'm the Walmart greeter now. Because legally I am retired. But like I'm just like an old man still going to work. Do I qualify as a Walmart greeter? Do you think I could?
No, I think you have to be at Walmart to be a Walmart greeter.
Dude, what if I go back to America and become a Walmart greeter? That's got to be like the greatest job in the world. Do you think there's a better job than a Walmart greeter? No way.
It seems mind-numbing.
Totally. Well, can I practice on you? Let's practice before we get to the first topic.
No, let's.
No, I'm going to practice. You just walked in.
No, it's okay.
I want to practice. This is my life dream.
You did really good.
Listen. Shh.
You were perfect.
Sir, calm down. Welcome to Walmart. If there's anything I can do, please ask.
That's bad. That's a bad greeting.
Okay. Well, what would you suggest? How would I change? What direction would you give me?
Greeter? Just sound normal, like a human, not like a fucking carny.
I think you gotta go all out. Like I even did a little spin.
If you'd like me to help size you up.
Like here's the thing: I would hang out at the carts so you don't think I'm there, and then pow, a little spin. Welcome to Walmart, where all your dreams come true.
I hope your bike breaks again.
Welcome to Walmart. May the magic carry you through your day. I'm pretty good. I think I got this. I think I got it. So, well, all right, then show me, Sid. Do a Walmart greeting. And by the way, in the comments, leave your best Walmart greeting.
The perfect Walmart greeter is this.
All right, go ahead. Are we just staring at each other now? This is awkward.
Yeah, they shouldn't say shit. Just let me grab my cart and go into the store. I don't have time for a conversation with you. I understand you're retired, but I'm busy.
Man, that hurts, dude. You can't respect the Walmart greeter. You know what, though? I bet you some of those Walmart greeters probably get yelled at.
Probably. You would.
I would definitely get yelled at. Like, you know, you're having a bad day. Your wife beat you. Your boss let you go. There's no Christmas bonus, and then here's my dumbass. Welcome to Walmart. May the magic carry you throughout your day. Yeah, I'm definitely getting yelled at. That guy's not feeling it. That guy's not feeling it at all. Maybe I'm not qualified. All right, someone that might be a Walmart greeter. Who knows? He's a free agent. Cloudy with a chance of Rainmakers. Boom. I always forget to move the red bar for the first one. Bam. Perfect. No one noticed. It just might Rainmaker. It's been official. We talked about it on the channel, but we might as well recap right now. Okada has made an announcement that he is not returning to New Japan. He will not be doing a part-time contract, and he's undecided where he should go. That's the latest update. He's like, I don't know where I should go. Oh, you know, he's been in New Japan since he's been a teenager. But here we go. Me and the raccoon will figure it out. I think the top 2 tiers, WWE and AEW. But do we sleep on TNA? It's the long shot. All right. Can I pitch where can I pitch the good and bad, the pros and cons, and then you be the final judge, Sid?
Sure.
All right. WWE. Let's start with WWE. WWE always wanted him. They went to him before Kenta. They went to him before Nakamura. They sent him fruit baskets. They have been trying to get Okada forever. So, you know when you're rich and powerful, you understand the SidsLight. You want everything. You're like, I want what I want. Here's the thing. They can get him. They can get the one that got away. All right? No Kenta, no Nakamura. Bam! We want Okada. Second off, they could say, hey, you know that King of Sports? We'll get to you. The King of Sports style? You don't have to do that. Yeah, dude, no one fucking tries here. Just fucking stare at each other for 20 minutes and hit a Rainmaker at the end, and people will be happy. These people have no standards, and you'll be safe as can be. Plus, WWE has a bad reputation with Japanese talent. This is the Japanese talent they have wanted for over a decade. And Triple H wants to prove to the world that he can properly book a Japanese legend. Okay, those are the pros. The cons: Nakamura, Kenta, any Japanese athlete not named Asuka. I think Asuka did pretty well in WWE. All right, so that's the pros and cons. Percentage-wise, he's going to WWE before your final verdict. That was my pitch. What do you think, and what do you have to add, percentage-wise?
Well, a good pitch, I guess.
All right, thank you.
Go get yourself an apple.
Okay, appreciate it.
Yeah, no, the coffee you're going to have to pay for, so don't drink any of that. That's for the employees who are going to be here after today. Anyways, I think WWE won't be the one who can offer him the most money. I think AEW can offer him the most money and is most likely to offer him the most money. Not because of the depth of pockets, but because of the amount of shame required to dig that deep. And Tony Khan's willing to dig much deeper with much less concern, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Percentage-wise for WWE, I don't know. 33%.
33%. All right. So that means you think TNA has just the same amount of chance. We'll find out. All right. AEW can be with his friends, the Young Bucks. Can be with Kenny. Can possibly see some of his Japan friends. It's weird because the fact that he said he's going to go full-time and not be there is interesting. The Forbidden Door is just becoming a door. It's just a door. There's no forbidden door. It's the unemployment line from New Japan to AEW contracts. Probably get more money, but he'll probably have to work a rougher style, and his body's a little beat up. And I think Tony Khan won't forget about him as much. Like, he has a better track record, but it's a shorter track record. So, what's your thoughts on percentage? The cons, I guess, for AEW is, I guess, maybe not as much exposure. I think WWE would be bigger exposure, and I think a part of Okada, because he was always like, I want to be the little fish that makes a giant ocean. I think a part of Okada's like, if I go to WWE, there'll be more eyeballs that know about New Japan. And I feel like that is a part of his decision. So, all right. Percentage he goes to AEW.
I think 50.
50%.
I think you combine a lot of things. A lot of the people that he's loved working with and wrestling with are in AEW. Like, if you look at the percentage of people that he openly, like, people know he really enjoys working with and he likes, there's the most of them are in AEW compared to WWE and TNA. AEW's got the Bucks. He loves the Bucks. It's got Omega. It's got Bryan Danielson. He loves Bryan Danielson. He loves wrestling Bryan Danielson. It's got a bunch of guys that he really enjoys working with. I think that plus Tony Khan's willingness to dig deeper overall for someone he really wants makes it where AEW is the most likely.
Yeah.
But still only 50%, I'd say.
And I'm thinking with Nakamura. You know, Nakamura is close friends with WWE, but after that, the list kind of drops off.
Yeah,
him and Nakamura are insanely close.
Super close with.
Yeah. And then also, like, to spin it, you know, we try to look at it from every way. Maybe it's new opponents. He's like, oh, I haven't fought a lot of these guys. So WWE has newer opponents. But I think money-wise, AEW would spend more money off for him. But you never know. I mean, WWE has been hunting him for a while. So
I'm more interested in him in WWE than I am in AEW personally.
At this point, I know this is gonna sound over the top, cheesy, positive Petey. I just honestly want him to be happy and put on a good show. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I really want to see something like, I would love to see Orton versus Okada with both of them trying.
Oh, that would be amazing if they both tried, yeah.
Yeah, if they both tried, that could be one of the best matches of both of their careers.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting. All right, let's talk TNA. All right. They seem to be the third man out, but according to reports, TNA wants to spend money, and still people are not choosing them. It reminds me of being like a baseball team. You're like, we'll spend money. And they're like, yeah, that's cool. I'd rather just go to the Dodgers, Yankees, or, or Red Sox. So, know who a TNA is? Baseball-wise, they're the Texas Rangers. They have money, but come on. Who really wants to be a Ranger? Who wants to be a Ranger? A-Rod don't even want to be a Ranger. TNA is the Texas Rangers.
See, I think TNA, I give them that last 17% because I think TNA is willing to spend money. So that puts them in the top. Also, if Okada wants to be the small fish that goes out and makes something big, this is a good time for him to do it at TNA. And he would definitely be at the top in TNA. But is that going to be worth the accolades of WWE or the likely higher pay and more friends in AEW?
Now, this is off Japanese internet, so take it with a grain of salt. Some people trust the internet more than they should, and some people hate the internet more than they should. But Japanese internet said TNA helped him while in America. They were like helping him with paperwork. They were helping him, and he had a bad taste in his mouth from when he was horribly used with Samoa Joe in TNA. And it changed and TNA really went out of his way to be a good host. They're like, oh, this is how you do this paperwork. This is how you do that. And, just like a college athlete, maybe a smaller university gets the star because of that situation. So
it's possible.
Yeah, and like I said, these are just Japanese dirt sheets, so take them for what, I don't know. Judge the internet the way you feel like it.
At the same time, though, that benefit of TNA will help him go through his paperwork. Without a doubt, he knows he'd have zero worry about that with WWE.
Yeah,
WWE's had so many huge Japanese stars come through and go in seamlessly that he knows he wouldn't have a problem. They would take care of it.
All right, I saw a meme, and I saw on Twitter, and I apologize for the person that originally made this. I seen a bunch of people share it, so that's the thing. But they're like, Okada, if he stays in New Japan, he's Okada. If he goes to TNA, he's Okada. If he goes to AEW, he's Okada. If he goes to NOOOOO, he goes Okada. And there's a long list, MLW, long list, he's Okada. And they're like, if he goes to WWE, he's like Sammy the Golden Dragon Fish Face.
I think that's wrong.
I know. Well, especially with Triple H. With Triple H, I think.
Yeah, it's not the thing. And also, they just changed Pete Dunne's name back to Pete Dunne. Why would they be doing that and then have Okada, one of the arguably the biggest signing they could have ever got from Japan at this point? Why would they have him come in and change who he is?
At this
when their whole goal for so long has been to break into that market, there's no shot they're changing him.
Yeah, and what you call it, on that Triple H is in charge, which I think helps a lot. I think if Vince was in charge, this doesn't happen. And on top of that, it should be very interesting to see where he goes. And it's just been an interesting month with everyone swapping and seeing where they're going, and more companies, the better. So it should be interesting. Plus, I just want to add something you said. I think this is the biggest signing out of Japan since Asuka, aka Kana, and I think this is bigger than her, even though I absolutely love her. I'm thinking this is like the biggest signing that you could possibly have since like Great Muta. This might be the biggest Japanese signing ever.
The only signing that could have happened that would have been bigger than this would have been Tanahashi about 10 years ago.
Yeah. That's President Tanahashi, sir. Respect the land that I live in.
10 years ago he wasn't a president.
Yeah, that's true. Future President Tanahashi. Yeah. But I think Okada is bigger than Tanahashi, star power-wise and all that. But here's the thing. Who knows a bigger star than Okada? His wife. In English Twitter, Okada was trending. Do you know what was trending in Japanese Twitter when he made the announcement? Well, if Okada's going to America, is his wife going to follow? So that's I just
the one thing I think. I wonder, I feel like a lot of it's going to have to play in on whether or not he can live by his wife and whether he wants to.
Yeah. Because I can't see, unless she's going to stop her career, I can't see the easiest way to describe her is the Oprah Winfrey of Japanese television. She's a voice actor, but she's on everything. There's these things called comedians that in Japan you're not a comedian.
There's these things called comedians.
Yeah, let me finish the statement. What is this? A YouTube short? Is this a YouTube short? Let me finish my statement. YouTube shorts.
In Japan, there's these things called comedians, and they tell jokes.
No, that's the thing. You just got fucking busted, raccoon. No, comedians here don't tell jokes. That's just a word they use for celebrities. Speaking of comedians, I'm going to see that famous European comedian. Is it Jimmy Carr? I'm going to see him next Monday. So I'm kind of excited. I hope he doesn't heckle me. I'm like, no.
He does.
Not me. Well, according to my friend, I don't know how true this is, that they put the ugly people up front. I'm like, God damn it.
You're front row.
Yeah, I think they're going to put me in front row. And Jimmy Carr is just going to beat me up. Oh, no. Jimmy Carr. Is that his name? I don't want to be saying his name wrong.
I don't know.
I'll be like
I don't
step
know
one.
Who you're going to see. I don't know his name.
I don't know. He's like a really famous comedian. But yeah, he's coming to Japan. I'm going. So Rainmaker, down in the comments, where do you think you're going? Percentage-wise, I think it's 40-40. I know. I say this is my percentage. 40 WWE, 50 AEW, 10 TNA. I think TNA is a long shot, but not out of the woods. Here's the thing, though. If they sign him, they put it on the map. But my thing is, so many people, it's got to be hard to be a number 2 and number 3 company because so many people are so in love with their corporation, only watch one show, that no matter where these athletes go, maybe many fans won't switch. So,
I mean, that's usually how it is with everything. People don't tend to go platform to platform.
Nah, they don't go platform to platform. Check me out on Twitch. That's me, KocoSports. Oh, there you go. So, all right, Okada. Well, here's my thing. Whatever company he goes to, I just don't want to see it be like Mystico in WWE or Awesome Kong in WWE or Nakamura in WWE. Who is AEW dropped the ball on people? They've dropped a couple balls on WWE guys, but I don't know about international people. Can you think of a guy they dropped the ball on internationally?
Kota Ibushi.
Oh, yeah. But then again, this son of a goose can barely walk.
That doesn't matter. You have the... I don't care how bad the wrestler's health is. Wrestlers are always going to say they can go. Your job as the booker is to know when they can't.
Looking at you, Pro Wrestling Noah. Looking at you, Pro Wrestling Noah. All right. Speaking of
just
Japan,
think, historically, wrestlers always pretend they're healthy.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because in old school days, they had to be. The old school days, it was like, dude, if you weren't healthy, you lost your spot, possibly your job. You got to think about it. There's probably territory days. There's probably wrestlers that broke their leg, and that was just the end of their career. There was no coming back, and not because of health reasons, just because, well, you lost your spot. You lost, where are you going to go? So, yeah, back in the day, man, those territory days, man, it had to be rough. Probably around the 80s, 90s. When do you think it's got better? It's way better now than it was back in the day. So, maybe, I know it sounds kind of crazy. Do you think it got better because of Chris Benoit? Like, maybe that turned stuff around?
I don't think so. I don't think Chris Benoit made anything better.
Well, I mean, you had the drug testing, the concussion testing, it started the movement. So, I mean, obviously, he didn't make this as well. I don't know. This is getting dark. Let's move on. We need a hero. New Japan needs a hero. We need a hero. New Japan. What can save New Japan? This is very difficult. And if you don't mind, I'd like to go first, sir. I always say this. New Japan relies on its top stars too much, and that's not a good or bad thing if they can afford those top stars. But when we lost Kenny, when New Japan lost Kenny and the Bucks, they made every bad decision possible. When they lose Will Ospreay, they made every worst decision possible. It's got to the point now where it's like, when are we going to stop saying we're not doing so good because people are leaving and it's just bad decision? Like, it's got to the point now where, like, I'm going to New Japan on Wednesday and I might leave early because I just don't want to see stupidity. It's got to the point now where, like, you're over the top heel cheater in black leather being stupid is 90% of your roster. And then the people that wrestle get put in the background. You don't need Ghetto, you don't need Evil, you don't need House of Torture. Bullet Club, just calm down on the heel tactics. It's like, the motivations, the positive Petey's are like, we got our backs against the wall. It's us versus the world. We lost Will Ospreay. We lost Okada. Don't worry, we're going to make a comeback. We lost Tamatonga. All right, well, what's going to be the decision? Tamatonga has the strap. He's leaving. You're going to put it on Evil. Okay, Okada's leaving. All right, cool. What are you going to do? Oh, he's going to put over Tanahashi. Okay. Oh, Will Ospreay's leaving. Oh, it's a 5-on-5 in a steel cage. Okay, so when this event is over, we have nothing. Oh no. We have fucking 900 billion cheaters. You got tons of positive PDs who don't fucking watch the product outside of the main cards. And then we have no heroes. And the heroes that we have, you don't use. You know what it is? We are losing stars. And the coaching sucks balls. Hot tag to you, Raccoon. New Japan needs a hero. You're that hero. How do you fix this?
Honestly, I think New Japan has to figure out a way to get help from other people at this point. Like, New Japan worked with AEW, no problem. New Japan needs to honestly try to get AEW to feature some of their young stars on the next Forbidden Door and give them the rub back, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's got to be reciprocated in some way, because at this point, New Japan could use the help getting a spotlight on some of their young stars they're going to have to push up. And AEW would be a great way to help that. It's just, would AEW want to? Would New Japan ask to? Would AEW be willing to let people go over it, etc.?
Yeah. I know that, but like, you know, there's times where if they work together, they could benefit. Like, single stars should go to the Continental Classic. But while the Continental Classic is happening, the World Tag League is happening. FTR sat at home doing nothing while the World Tag League happened. Okada and Tanahashi, I'm going to say yes, sat home and did absolutely fucking nothing. Don't quote me on that. But there's tons of stars that did absolutely nothing during the World Tag League. You send the single stars you send the single stars to the single tournament. You send the tag team stars to the tag team tournament. It's just, they're so bad at sharing toys and helping each other that it gets utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Is there something you want to add, sir?
No, I think this might be a time where New Japan's history of always putting their side over when they worked with other people a lot. I mean, they haven't done it with American companies, but in Japan, they're kind of
they're dicks.
Well known for it. This might bite them in the ass now when they actually need other people to help them get their young stars over. Like, they kind of are on their own now.
Yeah. Well, and Triple H has have said that Triple H is trying to get a working deal with New Japan, and what Triple H is hinting at is, well, Tanahashi's there, and we haven't been told no by Tanahashi. And right now, New Japan going to WWE, it's going to be like the UK all over again. There's just going to be falling pieces left and right. And it's going to be interesting. And we saw how WWE entered the UK and left the UK, how that scene winded up. So it'll be interesting to see what they could do, because there's also the, all together. We're going to work together. But there's a saying, if you go up a giant mountain in Yokohama and you look into the eyes of the fat panda, he says, "Mo money, mo spoilers." It's just like, they just got to fix it. It's just mistake after mistake after mistake. And here's the first thing. Be the king of sports. Clean up your bullshit 3 or 4 fucking, it feels like thousands of wrestlers that do the same match. And be the king of sports. Like, Okada mailed it in since he got married and looked like a star. Tanahashi is 5,678 years old and running a country. President Tanahashi. And he's your main guy. Your champion is held together by glue, old used bubblegum, and duct tape. It's just, you have to fix it. And the stars you have now are a waste of time. The only people that like it are the super positive people, and the people are like, yes, wrestling fans feel pain, and that makes me feel good. Your time. There you go. I mean, Jack Perry's there. I mean, think about it. They got Ziggler. They got Okada. They got Okada. They got Will Ospreay. They got Shibata. They got Jay White. But we got Luke Perry's son. Not bad. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a fair deal.
They have Nick Nemeth.
Yeah, but I don't know how much Nick Nemeth is going to wrestle and how much he's not going to wrestle. So that's going to be an interesting situation. So, but you know who could save the day? Edge to the rescue. Edge has been running his yapper. He's like, hey, boo, 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 boo. I've never been an Edge guy. I'm just going to come up clean. If Edge actually comes to the G1, I will respect him. I am so sick and tired of WWE guys acting the cool part.
I want to do the G1.
What's that?
I feel like it's like they're like the popular go-to cheap pop to say after you leave WWE is I want to do the G1.
Yeah, I want to do the G1. I want to wrestle in the Tokyo Dome. What you want is a Wrestle Kingdom payday and never to show up again. Or you can pull the old, I want a title, I'll fight 2 or 3 times, and then, like 2 or 3 times, that's actually pretty high. But no, I actually want to see, if I would respect Edge so much if he goes to the G1 and can hang. I'd respect him so much if he comes to New Japan outside of the Wrestle Kingdom payday. I would respect him beyond belief.
What if he wins?
If he wins the G1? Sadly, sadly the roster's pretty shit right now. Like, it might be best case scenario because they're not going to give it to Shingo. They're not going to give it to Cobb. Tsuji ain't going to get it. They're not going to give it to any of the young lions that are coming up now. Son. It's probably going to be fucking... Oh, God, it's probably going to be Sonata. Oh, by the way, New Japan doesn't need help. Tell me if you heard this story before. The champion lost, and his confidence is down, and he hit rock bottom. And now he has to build his way up.
By fighting Edge.
Holy I don't understand how you can tell the same story over and over and over and over and over and over. Even like the guys that make Friday the 13th are like, come on, man. You're dragging this out. My favorite moment of the Forbidden Door was just Tony Schiavone. What's this guy's deal? He hit rock bottom and came back up. All right, cool story. What's this guy's deal? He hit rock bottom and came on up. Okay, cool. What's this guy's deal? And then by like the 4th time, Tony Schiavone's like, I got it. He hit rock bottom and he worked his way up. Edge doesn't have to hit rock bottom. He can just come here now. Because, like, they're not going to let a real wrestler win. Not in the King of Sports. And that's why we need Edge. I never thought... Listen. I did not have on my bingo card Dave Koco genuinely saying the G1 needs Edge. Did not see that coming. But if you're phony baloney, and you're like, I want to be like cool kids, Bullet Club, G1, yeah, and you don't show up, suck on my balls. Thank you. What percentage do you think Edge actually shows up to the G1? Because Moxley did it.
I don't know. I'm going to say like 40. He seems like he really is interested in doing shit to wrap his career up. Like, it seems like he just wants to do shit that he wants to do now.
Yeah, and I'm sure money's not an issue for him. And I don't know how long he's going to be wrestling. I mean, this week he's taking on Suzuki, so that should be interesting. So, who knows? Maybe we'll get Edge in the Tokyo Dome. And here's my thing. I'm going to say it. If you don't show up to Korakuen, were you really ever in New Japan? And I'm not talking about 1-5 or the build-up. I'm talking about January 23rd, January 24th. If you're not in Korakuen, really? I don't know if I can count it. I call it a fucking money grab. A money grab. So, do you think... Let's change the topic a little bit. Edge accepts. Do you think Edge, at this point in his career, the style of matches he wrestles, Can he... We're not talking positive PDs. We're talking about genuine pro wrestling fans that judge and love the sport. Can Edge, at this point in his life, hang in a G1? Legit hang. Not positive PD hang. Legit hang.
I think you could get carried by the good people.
Yeah. And then there will be, of course, a couple comedy matches because ghetto will ghetto. And then, oh my God. I don't think the G1 matters. Think about it. If you get Evil, that's not a real match. You get Finley's son, that's not a real match. You get Yano, that's not a real match. Hell, dude. Half the fucking G1 you can fucking have buys.
For one person each year.
No, it's not, dude. He's just going to fucking roll and do an upset. And be like, oh, did you see that coming? Yano getting an upset in a G1 is like a champion hitting rock bottom after he loses the title and has to build his way back up. It's just like, all right. It's good. It's good. Here's an idea. I was going to say dickhead, but then I felt like you would be thinking I was speaking to you. So I'll say the dickhead's name. Here's an idea, Ghetto. What if everyone in a G1 could wrestle? I fucking said it. I said it. No Evil. No Finley's son. No fucking Yano. But there's a comedy match, Yano. You know who fucking did it? You know who didn't do a comedy match? Big Balls Tony Khan. In Japan, they call him Big Cock Khan. He had the best tournament of the year. And you call yourself the king of sports? We're so fucking pathetic that we're hoping Edge shows up. All right. You know who should show up when they feel better? The Golden Lovers. Golden Lovers sickbed. We got a health update. We sent the raccoon as far as the raccoon can go. We're like, raccoon, listen, you follow Kenny, you follow Ibushi, and you give us a health update. So they're back this Wednesday, Dr. SidsLight.
Oh, was I supposed to have the articles up?
I don't know. I just figured this was your topic. I thought you got it, dude. You know, we're off our game. We're a little
when
sick.
I brought it up, you were like, oh yeah, I know about that. I thought you knew. I thought it was a thing. But apparently, Omega couldn't get surgery because of inflammation, so he still can't get surgery. But
that's scary.
In 7 weeks, they'll decide whether or not he needs surgery or not, based off his healing. And if he does, then it'll be a lot longer. They don't know when he's going to be back at this point. And then,
go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
I was going to say, I got to the point now. There's so many wrestlers not being used properly, and the rosters are so big that if you're legit hurt, take as much time off as you want. Like, I would rather have Kenny at 100% in a year or 2 years from now than him half-assing it in 3 months. So, go ahead, sir.
Also, Coda is saying it appears that the ligament's completely torn. There were fewer ligaments in other places, so I was completely immobilized in a cast that came down to just below my knee. Next, I'll decide what to do on the left side. The right one will be coming back every 2 weeks. My shoulder isn't in perfect condition either, so I'm planning to fix everything this time. We apologize for the inconvenience. I would like to think about various things later.
Dude, if you know how pissed off New Japan has to be right now? I don't know about you, but like, I think medical and science has come so far that if someone says you should get surgery, you should probably do it. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, you should probably
go to your doctor. But if your doctor's like, dude, you need surgery, and then the doctor's at work, and if every doctor says you need surgery, I don't think you find the one quack who's like, don't worry, you got it.
Who's like, don't worry, you can heal through this.
You
gotta suck on this energy fruit every day, and it's gonna give you the fuel that you need to fight off that injury. You'll be back in no time, champ.
Yeah, because here's my thing.
Sign on the dotted line.
Being a doctor is not easy. I don't know why people have like their doctors in their lives and then go to random fucking idiots asking for advice. Like, hey, raccoon, you're in a cornfield. You host a wrestling podcast. I have this thing on my arm. Do you think I should go see a doctor for it? It just keeps doubling in size. It's the size of a baseball
always
now.
Yes.
The answer is always yes. Seek medical professional. Listen to doctors. It's sad it's sad in 2024 that's a legit statement to a lot of people. It's just sad. It's just sad. Listen, find a doctor you trust and then listen to him. Okay? That's it. Because
I would like to believe that Kenny, as shitty as Kenny being injured that right now is, I'd like to believe that him being injured at the same time as Coda is probably beneficial, because he's like, Coda, go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Coda, go to the doctor.
Because there's a timeline where Ibushi listens to New Japan and gets his surgery fixed, and he's 100% right now. I like that timeline. I wish we lived in that timeline.
100%.
So, Golden Lovers, we want you back. And do you share that statement that I said earlier? I feel like I'd rather have wrestlers take time off and come back 100% than come back early at, like, say, 70%.
Yeah, I'd rather see him just heal.
Yeah. And I think the times have changed.
The longer you're gone, the bigger the pop, dudes.
Yeah. And on top of that, it's like the rosters are so big and there's so much hours of content. I don't think it's going to be like the 50s or 60s where, we mentioned earlier, you in his 70s, you broke a leg, your career was pretty much over. So, get better, Golden Lovers. Raccoon, make sure to snoop, see where they are at all times. See where they are.
If you're Kenny Omega, you're always guaranteed you'll come back on the card, Kenny.
Yeah.
Everybody loves you.
Yeah. And those that don't like him will love him when he shows up for the Royal Rumble. All right. You know what? I am convinced. Are you sitting down, Mr. Raccoon? I am convinced Tony Khan listens to Wrestle AM.
Why?
AEW, Up The Ranks. They brought back the ranks. They want entertainment. I was like, don't do entertainment. They're like, we're not going to do entertainment. I'm like, we got to be sports-based. It's like, hey, we're sports-based now. And then, bam! I was like, dude, where the hell the fuck the rank is? Records matter. And they're back. Tony Khan, officially a part of the internet inventory. Tony, we have a little button in there. You can give money.
Except for Hangman's losses.
Yeah, what the hell is that? How is Hangman 0-2 and still has an opportunity? I forgot about that.
Because rankings matter. Remember? Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to wait until you got all excited about rankings mattering, to throw it in your face that's a lie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they matter. Sure, Tony.
Tony,
we
have super chats, and we also have we have a lot of stuff you can spend money on. Now listen, if it's hard times, you don't have to spend money. Tony, you need to spend money. If you're gonna listen to us, that's it. I'm just super happy. I like the Continental Classic. And here's the thing, like some people are like, oh, I don't really like this style. But then there's a huge company that's been in business for 800 years that has a different style. I don't understand why there can't be two companies that are different. And having records matter, have the ranks matter. You shouldn't. You listen to someone stupid. Someone from WWE came in and said, oh, we've got to be just like Vince. And then you fucking tanked.
When they got rid of them, were stupid. It would be like, oh, I won 97 matches on Dark. Fucking look at me.
I'm cool with that. Like
when they show up, they're like 97-0, and it's like, wow, who'd you beat? And they're like, oh, Jerry from The Price is Right.
Well, lot. Can I be counterpoint here? Sure. They do that all the time in boxing. It's called tomato cans. B, you gotta have some squash mats to pad those stats. And C, that's indie guys getting a shot on Dark and Light and In the Shade. I forget, what was the other one? It was Dark and something else. It wasn't Light and In the Shade.
But it's just inflated records for these people who suck.
Yeah, it's called NCAA football. It's called boxing. It's called the NFC South.
I don't know. The records don't mean that much when they're fake padded records.
But I mean, that's just in general.
For the same thing when you were watching boxing back in the day.
Yeah.
If they brought up someone you knew was clearly paper, but they had like a 18-1 record, but you knew they had been fed nobodies to get that record, you didn't care about that fighter.
I don't know. I used to be really passionate about boxing.
Yeah, even the guys that you knew that didn't earn any of their wins, that they had all had paper fights.
But the thing is, like, in boxing, that's just the business.
But nobody cheers for tin cans.
What's that?
Nobody cheers for those guys. The guys that they know are artificially inflated.
Okay, I only got 2 words for you, you son of a bitch. Okay? Rocky Balboa.
That was a movie.
Adrian, he walks in. This boxer named Rocky Balboa walks in, and he goes, he thinks he's going to be a sparring partner with Apollo. And he goes, do you believe in the American dream? Apollo does. Come on! Come on! And then, one of the most underrated scenes of all time. There goes SidsLight. One of the most underrated scenes of all time. He's laying in bed with his woman. And he goes, I'm a bum, but if I can go the distance with the champ. Oh, come on! That's what I'm talking about! I'm going to watch Rocky. There, I said it. I love Rocky. There you go. Rocky, up the ranks, baby. Do. I still don't understand how the 0-2 guy is. Okay, I'm done talking Rocky. You can come back. But there's also cans that ruin people's careers. You're like, oh, you know, this guy's son is going to be great. And then some fucking tomato can just knocks him out. That's always fun, seeing a dude's career ruined by a tomato can.
Yeah.
And then
like CM Punk.
Yeah, poor Dana didn't make money on that deal. Poor Dana.
That tomato can beat the bricks
Do you
off
think
him.
CM Punk is the one that got rid of rankings and records because of UFC? He's like, listen,
maybe he was like, listen, those don't matter. Trust me. I lost at the UFC, but I'm great. Watch, I'll fight Jack Perry this week just to prove it.
It's like, who's 0-2 now? Who's 0-2 now? Oh, man. I don't know. So, but my thing is, if ranks matter, because I'm excited, but you got me with that stomp with Hangman Page. The Hangman Page thing really screws up Tony's plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless he loses a third
man
time.
gets as many shots as he wants, Page.
Yeah. I don't understand you, Mr. Page.
I love him, but
so, well, at least AEW is going to be back to being AEW. WWE is improving with Triple H. And that means the internet should be happy, right? There's 2 products that are different. I bet you no one will ever compare the 2.
There's 3 that are different.
Oh, yeah? You got TNA. And then you got MLW. And then you go to Japan.
Well, let's not go crazy.
All right, okay. You're like, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, let's not start throwing out
Don't
GCW,
cross the line.
MLW, like.
All right, so I'm super excited about it. And you know who else is super excited about it? The EVPs, the Super Heel Bucks, are back. I absolutely love everything about this. I do too.
Best segment of last Wednesday, and very excited about it. I think heel Bucks are the best Bucks. They are so good as shit heels. You hate them, you love them. You hate to love them, you love to hate them. They're fantastic.
And because they're so controversial, they can shoot Fabe a lot. And I think if you shoot Fabe really well, that's kind of like the best promos. Because if you just shoot, it's like, all right, whatever, you're not really going to fight. And if you're all kayfabe, unless you're like Dusty Rhodes and one of the greats at cutting promos, it gets lost in the sauce. But a good shoot Fabe, ECW style, brings joy to my heart.
I don't know. I think it has potential.
Yeah. And it is interesting. So see where it goes from here. They're obviously going to battle Sting and Darby Allin. And the best part is that Sting chose them, but that's not how they do the promo. And Tony Khan has said it's up to Sting, but you know they're just going to spin that and be... And I don't know.
Here's my thing for it is, typically AEW, I know Tony Khan never wanted to be an on-screen persona. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't want to be an authority figure on screen in stories. But
can I just
the
add
Bucks
something?
are now... Sure.
I think Tony Khan has the right idea, and I despise people that go on screen in any way and have the book. Hot tag to you.
Okay. What I was saying was that's basically what the Bucks are doing. Is the EVPs are heels, and they're the EVPs in kayfabe now.
Yeah.
And they're using their power. They're the authority figure.
Yeah, but they're an authority figure, but I doubt they're, like, outside of a few things. I doubt they got the book. But I could be wrong.
No, but I could see them definitely being the kayfabe authority figure.
Oh, definitely. And not that, but, like, they're just building up. Like, they're very clever because it's hard to work both sides. They're building up what people said bad about them, but they're also building up what people said good about them. And that's a hard balance to do. It's absolutely hard. And it's just, I feel like it's going to be great. So it should be fun to watch. So the super heel Bucks.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah. Here's my thing. Sting makes the decision. But if the raccoon makes the decision, does Sting go out on his back or does he go out raising his hands in North Carolina?
I think because it's a tag team, it's okay either way.
I think you're right.
I think if so long as he's not the one who actually gets the win at the end of the night.
So Rob Darby.
Yeah, if his team wins, it has to be Darby that gets the actual win, I think. Otherwise, it's bad. It has to be either the Bucks or Darby that get the win. For me, in my opinion, for the going out on your back, you can go out and still give your protege Darby the win there, and I think that's okay.
Yeah, and but like I mostly picture Ric Flair, Sting, Darby, and possibly some few past WCW legends all hugging in the ring and him just getting his flowers, so to speak. So, because like with Ric Flair being there, controversy and all, it would be kind of weird to just see Ric Flair like carry him to the back like the old limp thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what they should do instead is whenever it's that time, I am a real American, and then Hulk Hogan comes down and carries him back.
I mean, Sting and Hogan are best friends, so, and he's brought it out. Yeah, and he has Esther Water on the promo. Yeah, because he said like in a promo, he mentioned that he likes Hulk Hogan and hopes Hulk Hogan, like he put over Hulk Hogan. I don't know the exact words, but he put over Hulk Hogan a lot. But it's not that hard to put over Hulk Hogan because he's a real American hero. Source TMZ. So Clearwater, I don't mean to brag, but was the voice of the Clearwater Threshers. My hometown back in America. Actually, I was a little south of Clearwater, but I worked in Clearwater all the time. There was a car accident. You know, so I think a 17-year-old girl was cut off. Not in Clearwater, not in Florida. No way would anyone get cut off in Florida. And their car flipped. And I don't know, if you're 17 years old, or let's take the age out. You're driving a car, you flip, and here comes Hulk Hogan, a military buddy, Hulk Hogan's wife, and they stab your airbag, you come out, and there's Hulk Hogan. If that happens to you, Raccoon, there's no way you don't think you're dead.
I'm telling everybody that story all the time.
And the fact that he's wearing an NWO shirt.
I'm Hulk Hogan saved me.
Yeah, there's no way you don't tell that story everywhere. Like, I say you tell that when you introduce yourself. You're like, hello, my name is Dave Koco, and Hulk Hogan saved my life once.
I would definitely, it would be way out there. It'd be like, and then there he was. The sun broke through behind the dust of the deflating airbag, and I could see him, the real American Hulk Hogan, his hot dog colored skin glistening in the sun, his hair of a Chinese man flowing in the wind. Majestic Hulk Hogan.
Here's the thing. Do you think a lot of 17-year-old people know who Hulk Hogan is?
Dude, everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is.
You're probably right. Not all for good reasons, but yeah. I can't picture someone not knowing who Hulk Hogan is, especially if they lived in Clearwater. He has his own little restaurant and I don't know, restaurant
Hulk
but
Hogan
shop.
freakishly transcends wrestling, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's
more
a big
than any
star.
other wrestler.
I mean, The Rock's hasn't run at it.
Yeah, but all right. Let's be honest though. If you compare peak Hogan to peak The Rock, I mean, Rock's big, but he doesn't feel like he's as big as peak Hogan.
Yeah, Hogan was everywhere in the 80s.
Dude, he was on every talk show. He had movies. He had TV shows. He was everywhere doing everything while wrestling. He wasn't he was still wrestling.
Yeah, and Roman Reigns is about to break his record, and he was wrestling maybe 3-4 times a week. So it's kind of crazy. So yeah. All right. Yeah, you know what? I'm not a Hulkamaniac. I wasn't a Hulk Hogan guy. But man, what a relief that finally there's some good news. I just see Hulk Hogan, and it's always he's a liar. Racist. Hulk Hogan's a racist. Hulk Hogan's this. I was like, hey man,
Bolivia's
he did something good.
That.
Dude, oh my god. You know how he lies about everything? What if this was staged? No, I don't want to live in that world. I don't want to live in that world. That's what you did to me, Internet. That's what you did to me. All right, if you're in a car crash, what wrestler do you want to save you? Do you want the Hulkster to save you?
Mick Foley.
Oh, Mick Foley wouldn't be bad. That's a good one.
Because Mick Foley, he'd just be being a genuine, just nice guy.
Yeah. Mick Foley's not bad. I'm thinking The Rock. I mean, I live in Japan, so let me see. I don't picture The Rock.
You're thinking The Rock, dude? Okay, you look at the big picture.
Yeah.
If they save you, who's going to go have a sandwich with you? Mick Foley's going to go have a sandwich with you.
Yeah, Rock's whatever.
Rock's not going to have a sandwich.
Have you... Okay, I love The Rock more than a straight man should. Have you seen his Instagram? They are god-awful.
I don't watch him working out like you.
No. It's worse than working out. So, there's 3 or 4 times he goes to... it's not Five Guys. What's the Five Guys on the West Coast?
In-N-Out?
Yeah, he goes to In-N-Out, but 3 or 4 times a fucking year. It's this is the first time I ever had In-N-Out, and it's the same order. And I don't know if he's getting paid. And everything is a plug. It's he's a Twitch streamer. He's I know what goes good with this In-N-Out the first time I had it for the 6th time this year. My tequila.
Oh yeah, he's a plug machine.
He is. Oh, I love you, Rock, but how many times can you have In-N-Out for the first time?
I wish.
How many times?
I wish Hulk Hogan wasn't such a piece of garbage because I love Hulk Hogan, and I wish he wasn't such a piece of garbage because I wish he was still showing up at wrestling shit. Because I do love Hulk Hogan, but man, he sucks.
So I'm picturing there's a train crash or I get hit by a bike and someone picks me up. Great Muda. And here's the thing: no matter how injured I am, in this scenario, I think he has to miss me. I fall down, get ran over. I'm oh, I'm stuck. And he just picks me up, whoosh, and I'm back to life. Great Muda. Yeah. Chano wouldn't be bad. I'm trying to think. I think Jake Lee would just put me back. Jake Lee looks over. He's oh, hey, fucking fat ass. And just walks and goes about his business. All right. So your American superstar is Mick Foley. What about Japan? You come visit. You're in Yokohama. Man, if it's Yokohama, it's definitely gonna be Suzuki. Suzuki's everywhere in Yokohama. But okay, you're in Japan. You know, you're in a bad car accident. Bam! Japanese wrestler comes to save you. Who do you want saving you?
Taguchi.
You son of a bitch. like Taguchi. You're I died and gone to heaven. You do love Taguchi. Do you like the butt stuff?
No, I don't. I don't love Taguchi for that. I love Taguchi for his talent. He was one of the greatest tag team wrestlers of all time.
And he did have a good Super Juniors. It's just sad what he's become.
He likes what he is.
Yeah. And that's what hurts the most. All right. Question for the commenters. In Japan, in America, in Mexico, Who do you want saving you in Mexico? Pentagon Jr.? Mystico?
Yeah, probably Pentagon Jr.
Pentagon Jr. would be the Lucha Brothers. Dude, you
Actually, no. No, I want Conan to save me.
Nice.
Conan will protect me.
It's like, save me, Conan.
He's got the connections. He'll get me. He'll protect me.
All right, and Europe, I mean, it's got to be Will Ospreay, right? Or maybe Sheamus?
Gunther.
Gunther? Oh, my God. I'd be so scared of Gunther, I'd go back in the card to hide. Like, he's like, I'm here to save you. I'm like, leave me alone.
Well, then again, Sheamus could be good, too, though. He'd, like, brogue kick the car away from you.
Oh, yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
I'd be trapped underneath it, and I'd look at him, and I'd be like, Sheamus.
You got this.
Remember when you were a young wrestler?
I'm totally
and you used to kick way too hard? Kick like you're a young wrestler.
I'm totally screwed. I think Bad Luck Fale would just run me over with a monster truck. I'm like, Bad Luck Fale, save me. Stay right there.
I hope one day you do get in a small, not risky, non-injuring accident on your bicycle, that the person that saves you... No. You know who it's going to be.
Taguchi?
Who in Japan would you least like to be saved by? Just really think about it.
Maybe Evil.
Finley's
sure son?
About that? Yeah.
Oh, Finley's son. But here's the thing. I'm dead serious. In normal work clothes, I probably wouldn't notice. I'd be like, thank you, random stranger. Us Gaijins got to stick
he'd
together.
be in his gear, and he'd have all the other Bullet Club guys around watching.
And I would change the story that Bullet Club saved me. I'd be like,
no. They would all adamantly say it was just him.
And then I think you have to cheer, right? Here's my thing.
Because they want the good press for Finley, so that's why they set up your accident.
I could see that. It
was them.
Here's my thing. If it's a wrestler you hate and he saves your life, I think you automatically have to cheer. I think that's just the rule, you know? You can't. All right, so who's a wrestler you not hate, but hate, you know, not like, oh, you want him dead.
Ric Flair.
So you're not a big fan of Ric Flair. If Ric Flair saves you, you're not like, yeah, Flair.
No. I'm like, what, are you going to betray me in a few minutes?
Damn, that's cruel. You know.
You see Ric Flair pull you out of a car accident, you have to immediately look around to make sure he's not planning to stab you in the back, this disloyal piece of shit. I'm a Sting fan for life. I'll never trust Ric Flair. I don't know why Sting does. He's an idiot.
He's like, NWO.
The last person he should be trusting is fucking Ric Flair.
Here's the thing. Wasn't Mick Foley's entrance music a car crash?
Yeah, it was like crashing.
Yeah, so that's perfect for you. Your pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Which country and which guy would you want to save you? And what's one guy? And also, if there's someone that you hate, don't take it too far, internet. You're just like, oh, man, I don't want to watch that guy. Sometimes you use the word hate. But back in the day, hate was like, I don't want to watch that guy. You guys, the internet, it took hate to a whole new level. You guys. It's like... But who's a guy that you dislike a lot, and if they saved your life, what? Not even who. If someone you disliked a lot saved your life, I think you have to cheer for him. I think I'd have to. I'd be like, hell yeah, Finley's son, best leader of Bullet Club. I don't know if I'd go that far. I'd be like, oh, he's a good guy. He's a damn good guy.
You come to, you're wearing his clothing.
Your front row in Corkin. Like, what happened? Where am I? Shh. Evil's the main event. We have to pack this place somehow.
You're a guest of Finley.
All right, there you go. All right, to the BS. To the BS. I think this whole show has been BS. There isn't much BS. I did not know basketball fans were so sensitive. That's my first take.
Yeah, LeBron fans are especially.
Yeah, they're sensitive. I didn't think they were that sensitive. On top of that, though, I know, like, me and you, we want to make all the content. We want to make, hey, we're not the best content creators, but we want to live stream. We want to shorts. YouTube likes that stuff. Just between us and the BS, I think people that watch shorts are the dumbest audience. I've seen more dumb stuff in multiple languages and shorts. I think that's it. I mean,
well,
every dumb comment. Like,
hold on. I have a counter to that.
Go ahead.
I don't have that experience when I watch them. Have you ever thought about the fact that maybe Shorts thinks you're a dumb person?
That is a possibility, but I'm saying, like, if you were gonna put all the people together, and you're like, wow, this is gonna be the dumbest statement ever, I automatically think Shorts every time. Like, you get alerts and you don't know what video it's to, and it'll be like dumb, 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 dumb. It's always a short. Could be a TikTok, could be a YouTube short, could be a reel, but it's the dumbest. Like, here's an example. All right, let's take a different short channel so people won't think we're talking about you idiots. me and my wife hanging out. It's a short, and I am eating ramen, getting a drink of water, and I'm just giggling and having a good time. They know nothing about me. That's the only information you got. Me, my wife, drinking water, having a good time. That's it. You know, you only got a couple seconds. This is the comment translated. Well, he's from Western Russia, and there they don't have clean drinking water, so clean drinking water is a big deal. That comment's not on a podcast. That's not on a 5-10 minute video. That's not on a stream. Well, I don't know. Ooh, live Twitch viewers? All right. You've experienced both, Sid. Who's dumber? Live Twitch viewers or shorts? Podcast, though. You watch the full podcast?
I don't know. I have a different experience than you in both of those.
Got it.
So I can't say.
All right. So, what? I know you're trying to be politically correct over here, tiptoeing through the tulips. My question for you is, what do you think? Podcasts, videos, shorts. Oh, Twitter's pretty dumb. Is Twitter going to take the cake?
Twitter wins. If you're asking me who's dumbest and Twitter's in the options,
yeah,
Twitter wins.
I only go on Twitter and be positive. Like, here's the thing. WWE versus AEW is a 5 to 10 minute conversation at the end of the year. Hey, which one do you like better? That's a 5-10 minute conversation. That is not your personality. If your personality is just that question, you work on that. All right, do you got any more BS?
Not really, honestly.
Yeah, they were a little heavy on the BS.
Not really. So that TED show, you gotta watch that.
I gotta see the TED
show. Is amazing.
I've never seen it. I had anyone bad about it.
Yeah, I binged it. It was fantastic. I didn't think I would like it that much. It has some slower parts, but the first episode especially is pretty funny. I think the whole show is funny.
Yeah, because I'm at that point where, my comfort show is Futurama. So, like, whenever I go to bed, I just need noise in the background. I put Futurama in because I just have it memorized, and it just relaxes me. But the last show that I binge watched was Sunny in Philadelphia, and I think that was your suggestion. And now that I've caught up, like, when you read a really good book or binge watch a really good TV show, it's hard to get right next into it. You know what I mean? Because you're like, I just want to see what the gang is doing. I don't want to meet new friends. What's the gang doing? Or, in general. In books, they call it a book hangover. Or book over. Is it a book hangover or book over? It's definitely a book hangover. So, yeah. So, I'm having a TV show hangover after I caught up with Sunny in Philadelphia. When's the new season coming out?
I don't know.
Oh, damn. I saw a clip on the shorts. I didn't leave a comment, but I saw a clip on the shorts. They're going to be in the same building as The Office, where The Office was recorded. So there might be an episode where the gang goes to the office in Scranton.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Unless they were just hanging out and shooting something, and they were just right next door to the building.
There might have been.
Might have been. We'll never know. We got to find out when the next season comes. Have you seen a new Rick and Morty? Because I have not.
Yeah. I watched. I think I saw the whole season. There was a few duds, but overall it was fine. I didn't really even notice the change that much.
Got it. Because I'm on the fence if I'm going to watch it or not. Like, I'm not a big fan of getting rid of creators.
Funny episodes.
But, they had some funny episodes?
Yeah.
So maybe I'll have to check it out. And does the voice get easy to get used to, I imagine?
I didn't really notice it for the most part.
Yeah. So that's good. All right. So, dear BS. If you made it to the BS, you're the real ones. What number do you want to put down there, SidsLight? I always say 45. What number to find 33. Out who the real ones are? 33. Good old Larry Bird. Put 33 and say I'm a real one, and then we'll know you made it to the BS. And also, if you made it to the BS, what is a bingeable show? I'm probably going to watch Ted. I did watch Sunny in Philadelphia, and I missed the gang.
I like how you're asking them and not just me.
Okay, well, you said Ted. All right, give me 3 good bingeable shows.
Ted.
Reacher. I know. Oh, I read the books.
Reacher. Got 2 full seasons out now. Reacher.
Okay. Ted. Reacher. I also got to see that one with the positive soccer coach. I seen Blue Mountain State.
Oh, Ted Lasso? Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see Ted Lasso.
That should be top. Ted Lasso is, in my opinion, amazing.
Got it.
Also, The Bear, really good show.
Oh, what is that about?
It's about a kitchen. Basically, it's like a family dealing with grief of one of the brothers dying while also taking over his old kitchen and bringing it up into a new business.
Man, that sounds fucking depressing as fuck.
No, it's a really good show.
Oh, man,
it's got really good funny parts. But it's also, it's got some real emotional shit. It's a really good show. Really well done.
I am what they call the readers. I don't know why. Whenever something comes from TV show or comic books, if it comes from a book or a comic book, I'm like, oh, I read it, and I instantly feel like a fucking nerd. Should I get past that? Should I just be man enough and be like, yes, I read books, you son of a goose?
Yeah, I don't know why you act like reading books makes. I mean, well, never mind. You were a Marine, so for you, reading books is like some sort of miraculous thing. They probably thought you were a freak because you knew how to do words. Look at that weirdo with the word book and.
Okay, first off, I know you're mocking him, but I swear to God, that is shot for shot what happened. Like, if I was in a fighting hole reading a book, they would be like, what are you, some kind of college boy? What you got there? Fucking.
Look at him read books, loser. Dork.
I had that all the time. You think you're fucking better than us? You fucking, you're reading The Great Gatsby? You fucking nerd. Because at the time, I wanted to read all the classics, And I'd just be sitting there reading it. And then, I remember it'd be like, because our CEO, it's CO, not CEO. CO would be like, if you go to college, we'll fly you in. So I was being flown in and out of college.
Oh boy, they can fly us.
Yeah.
The airplanes.
So it was a helicopter. Maybe I should have maybe gone to school, but that's not where that happened. But they would helicopter me in and out to go to school, and I would just it was great. But dude, everyone made fun of me. Be like, oh, you think you're fucking better than us because you're going to fucking school?
Look at that Marine there. Thinks he's so smart because he go to the learning place. I think he better than us because he been learning all the big words.
Well, the funny thing is, they would fly me in, and you had to be quick, because they're not gonna. So you had to go with equipment. You had to fly in, land, come back, all in the same night, and do work and all that. And sometimes you get a lot of blood on you in this occupation. And dude, I was drenched. I looked like the Kingpin from the Daredevil series. And I was like, do you think I should shower? And they're like, dude, you got to get on the copter now or there's no school. Dude, I went to a university of regular fucking people. I was the only Marine covered in blood with a 240 Golf.
Nice.
And they were just like, what the hell's going on? And I was like, I'm here for school. And they're like, dude, you just passed. Go. Just go. They're like, you can't just come in here looking like you're some psychopath covered in blood. I was like, no, but I need to know how this class works. So they asked me to sit in the back because they said I smelled. I was been in the field for 6 weeks and was covered in blood.
It smelled bad.
Yeah. And they're like, and then I remember because it was on base, but civilians can go, and it was just all civilians or pogues, but they're the same thing. I'm just repeating myself. And you could walk in with weapons, Yeah, I had my 240 golf, covered in blood, stinking of 8 months out in the field, 6 weeks out in the field, whatever, just out in the field. When do you think you're officially you just smell bad? I think maybe, what, 10 days in the field?
In the field?
Yeah, in the field.
No, dude.
Like, when are you like, oh, you're just an animal
like 2
now?
or 3 days in the field.
3 days in the field, and you're just like, oh, stinky bastard.
Yeah, dude, you're crawling in mud. You're doing, dude. You're basically just being a filth monster for 3 days, and you're sweating like crazy.
And then here's a bunch of college students smelling great, living a good life. Yeah. Memories.
Yeah, you were probably the worst thing they had happen to them that
Dude, they wanted to pass me just to get me out of the class.
Yeah, you probably made the whole room reek.
Yeah. They're like, is that blood? I'm like, yeah. Like, dude, listen, we're just gonna pass you. Just go. So those were good times.
Marines.
Good times. You know what? I love it and miss it, but I feel it in my knees, back, and shoulders.
Your neck, your back.
Oh, my back, my knees. Yeah. I'm trying to go to a chiropractor because I'm at the age where my back is so effed up and I'm getting old. I'm starting to get shorter.
Nice.
Yeah, I lost an inch this year.
Yeah.
So now I'm 5'10", just like that referee in New Japan. By the way, that was a clickable news story. Referee not short, wrestler's tall. He's 5'10".
It was clickable for some people.
I don't know. I didn't click on it, but I was just looking for stories.
You almost did, though.
I did. You shot it down. All right, be honest. It's BS tonight. Short referee? Oh, 5'11", 5'10" referee not being that short? Or Brock Lesnar? You got to choose one to air as a segment.
It's Brock Lesnar. What?
All right, it's Brock Lesnar? Okay.
I just don't care about Brock. Brock's great, but I just don't see where Brock fits in right now that doesn't... As far as, like, the main event picture, either whether it's the Punk and Seth or it's Cody Roman, potentially Rock, I don't see where he fits in is my big thing with it.
I think I know. Are you sitting down? Because you're going to cry. He goes against Cody. And Rock and Roman's 1v1.
No, I don't think so. I'm telling you, Rock and Roman's going to be a triple threat with Cody if it ends up at Mania.
And it's just Cody doing all the work?
No, I think it's going to end up being the way that they lose is because of them infighting with each other. It's going to be how he wins. We're
going to get a lot of information on WWE 2K within the next 24 to 48 hours, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, the rumor is Cody's the cover athlete.
Yeah, makes sense. I would have went with Bray. I feel like this is the only year you can go with Bray.
I think you do Bray for the collector's editions, but yeah, I would have done Bray too. Yeah, because you could have had Wyatt Family edition and Bray and like Firefly edition.
But we'll know. And some people are trying to guess. This is just rumors. 40 years of WrestleMania, so it'll be like 40 different matches, just one from each WrestleMania, whatever they own the rights to for the characters.
That could be cool.
Yeah, you could possibly get all the arenas in the game.
I wonder if that means they'll pay Hulk Hogan then.
Well, Hulk Hogan's already in. Hulk Hogan was in this year.
Does he have a Legends contract? Yeah, he probably does.
Yeah, definitely. If not, they'll sign him individually. But according to Up, Down, Down, Left, Right, Xavier Woods, that's his full birth name. It's going to be the biggest roster ever. I just hope it's not behind a stupid unlockable play this fucking bullshit card game. Just give us the fucking roster. Hell, even pay me extra. Because, like, I love video games that, like, oh, you can go on this little adventure to unlock shit. But then you're like, here, fucking $40. Here, you get everything.
My stream chat still gives me shit about one of those. Because Resident Evil 2, you can pay $1 to get an infinite ammo machine gun and a rocket launcher. And I was like, well, I gave them $1. And they're like, you can't use those. And I was like, why? The game gave them to me. And they're like, you gave them $1. And I'm like, nobody said I couldn't.
That's just part of it. I think that's because you just get old and have shit to do. You know,
it's because I unlocked. Listen, when I was a kid, I unlocked these weapons fairly in the actual game as a child. Yeah. I don't want to do it again. I just want to shoot Nemesis with a rocket launcher so he leaves me alone. and I can get my shit done and leave this stupid city.
See, I think that has to do with being old, though. I just hate when you have to go do the story and it's like, oh, press the triangle right now. I hate it. I hate it.
Oh, so you don't like when you have to push buttons on it? Well, that's
no.
I've seen what
I want pure freedom. Like, here's an example.
No, you don't. You just want to play sports games.
Yes, but I'm talking about a sports game. Pro wrestling, sir. The king of sports.
Oh, God.
Here's an example. You start a career. You're a character. You're sexy, I'm a handsome. And they're like, you got to take on the Intercontinental Champion. And then you beat him. And he's like, yeah, but you didn't throw him in the ropes at a 76-degree angle. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. I'd rather you just OP it and have him kick my ass than fucking make me have to fucking do a video game the exact same way you want. What is this? Dance Dance Revolution? Not on my watch. Not
You're trying to trigger cutscenes, dude.
I don't want to I don't want cutscenes. I just want to fucking play a wrestling game. Or just let me pay you money so I can fucking unlock this shit. If someone wants to be, SidsLight and fucking, I want to make sure that I'm fucking at a right angle and
He's
a fucking
still very
42.
upset he never unlocked all the John Cenas.
Well, here's the thing. I tempted once, and then I was like, I'm done. I'm like, this ain't even a game. This is work. I'd rather just pay.
Maybe you're just not on that level.
I'm not. I'm not even faking the funk. I'm not at all. I'm not doing it. I'm not only am I not on the level, but I'm also like old man yells at the cloud. You have to do this to unlock this. No, I don't. I'm done. I'm done. So if you want to make money, 2K, just find old people that don't want to play your shit versions of the game. Because besides matches, general manager mode, and universe, you can delete the rest. Rest is garbage. Not on my watch. Haktui. Is there any section you would delete? You gotta delete the card.
Like wrestling games?
Yeah, from WWE 2K. Don't you dare say my faction. You're like, fucking, that's the first one to go.
No, it's probably the card game just cause.
Yeah. Card games are the death of video games. Alright. There you go. Anyway, I think that's enough BS. What do you think?
Cowboy.
Alright. This is the best way to end it. Just BS. Alright. Like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and put in number 33 and TV shows you suggest that are bingeable.
And catch Koco live Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time every week on YouTube and Twitch. KocoSports.
And follow me on the Twitter machine and Discord, and you follow me everywhere. Just follow me everywhere. It'd be kind of cool. Actually, I think this week I'm going to a rugby game for my first ever rugby game, so I'm kind of excited about that. And I might actually be streaming on Saturday night this week. Friday night's a good night for Saturday night. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. Saturday night's a good night for Koco. The Koco main event. So there you go.
3-week streak, baby.
Hell yeah. This week was hard because I got to a hockey game. Should I just, 3 o'clock in the morning, show up, play one game of UFC, and be like, all right, see you next week. Just to keep the streak alive?
For shame, David.
Dude, I used to stream 14 hours a day. Now look at me. Look at me. Look at me!
SAWFT soft.
That's true. All right. Like, comments. I should just hit the stream button and count it. Like, boop, there you go. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out KocoSports, SidsLight everywhere. And with that, I am over. Hey, boom, 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 boom.